Malachino at center ice, onside. Malachino gains the zone. She gets it back for Hall. Now at the point is Doherty. Doherty with the slapper, deflection in front, and that one goes wide. Kept in at the last moment, and instead it was Sontag who dumped it out. So Doherty resets, hands it over to Biederman. Biederman, one of the alternative captains. There's Malachino. Malachino falls down. No penalty. I think the Little Caesars faithful may have wanted a trip there. Here's Borgil. Borgil with space. Plenty of it. Gives it for Sims. Now back for Borgil. Borgil fakes the slapper. In front. Deflection. And that one went wide. Yoon with the shot. That one goes back. Kept in by Borgil. 15 seconds left to go. On the woman advantage for Detroit. Borgil with control again at the point. Fakes a slap. Now it goes for Blackmore. Again, deflection in front. Nothing's there. Rebound attempt. Another save by Klein as the power play expires. And you can't believe it. She had the rebound, got the wrister right away, but couldn't cash in. So the Little Caesars come up empty on the advantage, and they're so down 2-0. They have a face-off in their offensive zone. And at the tie-up, it's going to go to the Sabres. Skating around the walls, can't clear it out. Nothing at the right circle. That was in traffic. It's going to be Rogers clearing this out, who leads it up to Sontag. Sontag uses the boards to dump it along. And Keim looking to gain control. Now at the far side, backhand feed by Sontag, who tried to keep it in. Little Caesars pick it back up. Stevenson at center ice. There's Sims. Sims keeps it. Looking to get it back for Doherty. She loses it on the way. Here comes Fleming. Fleming looking to get it back the other way. Charbonnier looking to clear this one in. Instead, the Caesars keep it again. Here comes Sims. Gets off Fleming. Sims passes the blue line onside. She keeps it. Into the middle. Picked up by Yoon. Yoon, backhand shot. She scores! The captain cuts the lead in half for Detroit. It is a 2-1 game, as Detroit has found their spark, but can they keep it? Expect the Sabres to maybe go on an offensive attack really soon. And Passanado loses it. She was looking to gain the blue line. There's a fight for it right at the red line on the far side. And Yoon picks it up. She hands it off for Borgil. Borgil dumps it in, and they were offside. Sims was offside on the far side. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so far it has been 3 exciting semifinal games. Let's see, anything can happen in this one. It's a 2-1 game for now. Let's see if anything changes.
15:30 left to go in the first. And Rio Grande has not led so far today. But they're going to have an opportunity to change that with a 3. But can they do it? It's going to be Willis getting it past half court. He's on the near side, one-on-one with Callaway. Willis still has the ball. He's now in the paint on the far side with the floater. It rolls around the basket, and there's a fight for the ball, and it's won by the Pioneers, but it was thrown away. Dougie Alves tried to keep it in bounds off of the tiptoe on the baseline of the offensive zone for Rio Grande, and he threw it away. It's going to be show inbounding up below the baseline for Rio Grande. They'll have a fresh shot clock with 20. Scholl has it one-on-one with Alves, and now back out for Donaldson, now into the right wing for Willis. Willis driving on in with Eddie Fleur on him, and now it's Mack at the foul line. He gives it back for Donaldson. 8 to shoot. Donaldson gives it for Scholl. Scholl in, and it's a loose ball, and Donaldson picks it back up above the arc, and Willis is going to try for 3, and he drills it. Rio Grande with the lead off of the 3 from Caleb Willis. And the Pioneers are playing from behind for the first time today, but only by 1 point. They have 11. Here's Tony James above the arc on the far side, now into the far side corner for Shafino. He gets it into the box on the one-hander, and the Pioneers get the lead back. Sharon Shafino already on fire tonight with 6 points, and it's 13-12 Pioneers. Here's Willis on the far side wing. Bounce passes it for Scholl in the short corner on the far side. Scholl one-on-one with Dougie Alves. Looking for someone to pass him. He gets it above the arc for Donaldson. He fakes it from James. He'll settle from 2, and it's short, and Willis gets the rebound and 1. Caleb Willis, right place at the right time for the rebound. And there's going to be a foul against the Pioneers. And Eddie Fleur is going to be called for the foul. That's his first today.
For the past 30 years, fans have flocked through these gates in the midst of the hot summer to see some of the best sprint cars in the country. That's because they are here for the NOS Energy Sprint Cars, as they are returning to Lernerville for the 30th annual Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup. Fans came piling in by the Groves to hear that wonderful sound as the World of Outlaws made their annual trip to Lernerville Speedway, as over 30 drivers were competing tonight for a grand prize of $25,000. This is the 29th running of the Silver Cup, with the first race coming in 1992. And as you can see behind me, the best sprint car drivers from around the country came to Western PA to compete here tonight. And that includes some drivers who call Western Pennsylvania home. And there's also one popular driver who competes for the former Super Bowl winning coach of the Washington football team.
This track means a lot to my family because, it's only 16 miles from our race shop.
Apollo native Cy Lynch has traveled the country racing his sprint car, but a win in this race will be mighty special to add to his resume, and something he has seen firsthand. Cy's dad, Ed Lynch Jr., who is also a sprint car driver, tasted victory in this very race in 2002 when Cy was 4 years old.
I remember running down to Victory Lane and, just the excitement. You could never forget that, no doubt.
There was also one notable driver who came to Western PA from the ranks as a winner and full-time competitor in the NASCAR Cup Series.
I just ran my first sprint car race of the year at the beginning of July, and then just looking at the schedule, we saw that this one was capable of working. With them running the Eldora Kings Royal, it just made sense to come up here and race today.
With NASCAR going on a 2-week break due to the Olympics, Joe Gibbs racing driver Christopher Bell made the trip to Lernerville to give it a go at trying to leave with that large sum of money. Bell is confident about his chances tonight.
I mean, it's going to be really tough. Obviously, racing with the Outlaws is extremely difficult every time that you get behind the wheel, but I got the best team in the business driving for the Swindell 39, so I think we got the team to do it for sure.
There were a total of 34 cars that came out looking to leave with that $25,000 in their pocket. And the fans gathered to their seats in exchange for a roar of the cars flying around the track and dirt flying up in the air all through the evening. Cy Lynch did get the start on the pole, but Brad Sweet, who has placed second in this race many times before, had a significant lead on the final lap as he went all the way home with the $25,000. Just as Sweet entered victory lane, fans ran to their cars as raindrops began to fall once the checkered flag flew. And since the rain came pretty fast, everyone was in a rush to leave. But fans left with the full package, including dirt and water on their clothes, and memories that hopefully will last another 30 years. Now this dirt and my shoes took a huge beating tonight from the sprint cars that competed here. So they're going to get a few days to rest, but it will not be long as Lernerville will be back with their usual night of racing on Fridays. This is Colin the Bias reporting from Lernerville Speedway in Sarver for Point News.